George Floyd one was fascinating because it wasn't a setup. It was just an organic moment where someone was filming some guy who had a guy lean. Now, was he on his neck or was he on his shoulder? Because I keep hearing people online saying he was on his shoulder.
Maybe that might be right.
The thing is, on the neck, you're really going to go out. You're going to go to sleep. You know, if the guy's really pressuring your neck like that, you're going to, like, anybody who thinks that's not a big deal, get someone who knows how to put weight on the knee, leaning on your neck. Okay, he's right on the neck, no question at all. Okay, that will put you to sleep for the most part, and that will definitely constrict your breathing, depending upon how much weight he actually has on that neck and how strong George Floyd is. Now imagine this guy's already fucked up. He already has an enlarged heart. He's on fentanyl. He's already fucked up. But would he have died without this happening?
Well, from what I understand, there were two autopsies.
People want to say it was an overdose. Well, it's certainly he had poor health because of drug abuse, and it certainly must have contributed to it. But are you saying that that wouldn't have a giant effect on someone in poor health? Like if you did that to an old man with emphysema, if you had some guy who's been smoking cigarettes for 50 years and you got on his neck, he could fucking die right there. Whereas if you didn't get on his neck, he'd probably live a long time.
Right, and you can't say it was the smoking that killed him if it was that.
Right. Remember Eric Gardner? It was another one.
Yeah,
Eric Gardner, people were saying, he died because he's fat and he had a heart attack. I was like, no, dude, that guy's choking him.
Yeah.
And if you don't think that guy's choking him, let me grab your neck like that. You don't think that's a choke?
Yeah.
Because it's one arm? I'll put you to sleep with one arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could put someone to sleep.
I've watched UFC fighters get put to sleep. Professional fighters get put to sleep with one arm.
Professional world champion Sean Brady choked out Leon Edwards for the most part with a one-arm guillotine.
And Luke Rockhold got Mike Bisping the same way.
One-arm guillotine. Yeah.
Bisping
Tito Ortiz got somebody with that. The one-arm guillotine is legit. That's legit.
And anybody who's like... If anybody who knows what they're doing, it was grappling anyone who doesn't know what they're doing, they could all one arm choke you out.
Yeah, they were saying, oh, he just restrained him. Like, no. When you restrain someone, you get their arms behind their back, you pin their weight down. You could just restrain the guy if you're a good jiu-jitsu practitioner with your body weight. If you have you're on top. He's face down. You put your hooks in. He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
You flatten him out. You underhook him. You pull his arms out. Someone cuffs him. You don't choke him. You don't have to choke him. The guy wasn't resisting at all. So that was another one, right? But these are real moments. These are organic moments. They're not setups, but boy, are they good at capitalizing on those fucking things. And then when you see public officials going with this swarm of narrative, the swarm of narrative was defund the police. Like, are you guys out of your fucking mind? In the middle of these riots, you're going to go against the police instead of going against the rioters? You got one bad cop. That bad cop should be prosecuted or something should happen. He should be, if the guy died of an overdose, at the very least, what he's doing seems to be brutal.
Yeah.
And unnecessary.
Yeah,
unnecessary and brutal. The guy's not resisting. You put your weight on his back. It's hard enough. It's so hard to get up if someone has their fucking knee on your back. It's so hard to get, especially if you're out of shape and you have an enlarged heart and you're on fentanyl.
Now, there's also 7 cops around him. And he wasn't, I've watched the whole body cam footage. He was clearly fucked up. And he was clearly having a massive panic attack.
Yeah.
But he wasn't being violent with the cops. He wasn't a threat for that many cops.
The cops get so desensitized, and you have so many experiences with one individual. This guy had a long criminal record. The people that worked that area probably all knew him. Didn't Derek Chauvin and him work together somewhere?
Yeah, I remember hearing that, but
security
I don't know what they were
somewhere.
they were doing some security gig together. I think so. But yeah,
so there's probably some get back involved in that knee on the neck.
It's right, quite possibly. It's also one of those things where it is. Look, most of the time someone won't die if you do that.
They
you know what I mean?
Do that all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But there is
and most of the time someone's not filming it.
Yes,
That's the big
also
one.
true.
That's
And
the big
if the body cam footage comes out, it's usually much later, so it's not kind of like as a media of a thing. Also, usually every single media outlet in the entire United States of America, in the middle of a lockdown, doesn't play the video on repeat all day, every single day, because there was no reason. The thing about George Floyd that was crazy is that there was no reason for it to be a national story, and there was no reason for it to be a racial story. Like there wasn't.
Wait a minute, really? Why don't you think there would be no reason for it to be a national story when a cop kills
Oh, well, I just
a guy
mean
for a false $20 bill?
No. When I say that, okay, I'm not saying there's no like story there. I'm saying we're a country of 330 million people. There are a number of these incidents that happen every year. Not like a crazy high number, but like there's a few hundred of these every year. This one kind of seemed to get picked as like we're all going to run with this right now.
Because we got the full video. We got a 4 minute. It's like go back to Rodney King. It's the same thing.
Yeah, I guess, okay, that is a fair point. The Rodney King one was a bit different. I mean, number one, the video element then was way crazier because it was
nobody had ever seen a video.
No
before.
one. There's a guy with a giant thing who happens to be on his balcony at the right time, and also they beat the ever loving shit out of him.
With
like it was,
clubs.
I mean, they were just after he was down and taken, they just kept going and kept going. But the other thing that I always thought was like, you kind of the George Floyd thing. It's not like there was like any element in there where like they were calling him the N-word or there was some type of like racial like thing. Like it didn't ever seem to me that there was any reason to believe that like had he been a giant white dude tweaking out on drugs doing the exact same thing, it wouldn't have gone the exact same way.
Right,
so,
but he wasn't.
Yeah,
the thing is, it
true.
is post Rodney King. It is a white guy on the neck of a black guy.
But there was also a Asian cop and a black cop, and
but they weren't doing the kneeling, and they also got prosecuted.
That's a fair point. That is a fair point.
Didn't they get prosecuted?
He got convicted of murder. I
think the Asian cop got prosecuted as well. See what other cops got prosecuted. I think it's one of those things where you're just supposed to step in and say you got to get off his back.
I think that's totally reasonable. I mean, that's to be like, hey, listen, he is totally.
The thing is, like, I want to know, was he on his neck the whole time? Because I had heard that he was on his shoulder, but that is on his neck. So it's like I'd have to go watch that horrible video over again, and I don't want to do that. It's dark. Today I was watching some horrible videos today from Gaza. This guy carrying around a headless baby, showing what happened to his child. It's just so fucked. Another guy was holding a child's arm in his hand.
Dude, it is so.
It's
I mean,
so
like the level of evil that this shit is. I mean, you see, I know you've seen it, but you see the drone videos, like the aerial footage of Gaza. Gaza's gone.
Listen up, savages. If you're serious about getting strong and building a badass gym, you need to check out True Grit Fitness. These guys don't mess around. They offer the full package, custom design, build, and installation. Whether you're setting up a home gym or upgrading a full-blown facility, they've got you covered. Here's the deal. Full service gym solutions. They'll design it, build it, and install it. You just lift. Heavy-duty equipment, barbells, racks, and plates that can take a beating. Gym-grade durability, built with premium steel that can handle the heaviest savages. Are trusted by Beast, official supplier for NBC's The Titan Games. That's legit. Stop settling for average gear, or click the link in the description and build a gym that's as strong as you are with True Grit Fitness, because your body deserves the best.